try this now. When is the stream gonna come back up? Okay. So I'm moving around. That looks like I'm doing it on there. Okay. If your upload speed is above like 3 or 4. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. We'll try this. Let's see if I'm moving around. Oh, yeah, nice. Alright, I just defeated the boss. So. Let's see if that worked out. Oh, it seems somewhat still slow. Okay, whatever. I put it down to 480p. Hopefully this will be okay. I guess like learning or something. Okay, cool, thanks.
He finds the core to the Wharf District. He steals the city's heart. Might as well.
Oh, there we go.
Kid has a feeling you better get a move on. The place is starting to fall.
I just really like how they throw you into it, and god, the music.
See, that core Kid took was the only thing making this particular rock stay afloat. Kid just keeps running.
Yeah, I'm keep running. Don't fool me with any friggin' collectibles. This guy's just following me.
Down he goes. Down toward the Bastion.
Oh, was I not supposed to? Oh, interesting.
Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races.
Just gonna face Python here. I wonder if there's anything else at the end of that section. But man, god, the art and everything.
Sure enough, he finds another.
I like this like watery kind of sound effect. Oh man.
He finds me.
Yeah, narrator.
We talk for a spell.
What's this? The city crest.
There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest, enough to point the way to the cores.
I don't know much about SimCity, but I don't know, just at least from the art style of like this gritty Bruce Willis black and white. I can imagine this in SimCity. Oh, I'll talk about the core Alex. Nacy, is she here already?
I tried to let the kid down gently. This is the Bastion, alright. Said no one else showed up.
Now let's ask about the core.
All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch.
Alright, so we'll just do as the stranger says.
Just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again, growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
Alright, yep, so here's our hub world.
Kid ponders what to build.
Let's see, arsenal, distillery. I think arsenal.
The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
It's a mirrored shield, so I guess it's in their power. Automatically counter blocks. Okay. Still pretty bad. Yeah.
Peter goes with a hammer better than a box of nails.
Oh, I get it. Okay. Alright, so we don't have enough cores in order to unlock other parts. So maybe the distillery was smarter if I would level up, but
Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him.
alright.
The skyway. Now the kid can ride the wind to distant lands.
Let's see. So we've got okay. I think it's sort of annoying that you can't like redo other places. I mean, yeah, like some games have like a reveal, like BioShock I think would probably count as that, where you like suddenly realize like, oh, this dude's not as cool as I thought. But yeah, I think an unreliable narrator would be super cool. Wow, there's a lot of world. I guess I only played 2 hours of this game, so I never really went out here. But oh, there's a freaking dragon. All right. I do like the breakers, bows area, but I guess I can do more plot instead of like, because I'm not really chatting very much. Let's learn about the war.
Wharf District. Folks sail deep into the boundless sea from here.
The workman.
The workman ward. Them windbags used to keep the city humming along here.
Oh, interesting. I didn't realize the windbags were part of like infrastructure. But yeah.
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong.
Oh, he has a voice. I didn't know that.
Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one?
God, the music.
He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time.
Guess I'll just keep moving.
Ain't ever seen an elephant squirt before. Folks will never see one again.
Alright, what's this?
They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed.
Oh, I see.
No sign of the core here. At least the kid got something.
Yep.
For his trouble.
Yeah. Oh, what's here?
Scumbag can digest just about anything, except for this.
Oh, I don't think I got this last time.
Enough to throw.
Oh man, I like this. I definitely didn't get this last time. I think, or I probably did, just don't remember it. Maybe this was my default.
Them squirts just don't know when to quit.
Oh man.
He heads for the biggest dump in town, Scumbag Alley.
Three other places.
Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock.
Man.
And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman's
Oh,
keeping his
jeez.
fellas in check, almost like he's showboating for the crowd. Keeps telling himself he better watch his step.
Yeah, I should. Oh. Where am I? I wonder what's down the other ways. Because that's the... Oh, it's the classic thing where you're like, oh, that's where the plot is. I should go the other way.
Some scumbag still feeding off the city's own trash. And there he is, the oldest scumbag of them all, Gershel. The calamity ain't done much for Gershel's sunny disposition. Shame old Gershel can't float like when he was a young fella.
I should get that Borderlands Humble Bundle before I forget. I mean,
The rest of the path is gone for good, and his city crest won't bring it back.
I think like just the difficulty I have with like
No core, no surprise. Like the gas fellas are hiding it from him.
or I'm intentionally ignoring it. Something sharp. Upgrade material from war machete. Okay, cool. I think
He heads for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge. Somehow that old forge is still standing.
Oh, oh, there's a forge here. Cool.
Inside the forge, Key can fine-tune those instruments of his.
I think like the difficulty that I have with these games has definitely been like making me more tending towards playing puzzle games and stuff like that. I mean, I enjoy this, but I think it's probably not as interesting as other people would like. But 20% critical hit chance. Yeah.
Those old wood oil and that blade shines like a light.
What else do I have? 2 target penetrations per shot.
With
Yes.
good length of Miska, that bow's like new again.
Sweet, I'll switch out for this. Yeah, I don't want this hammer.
Core ain't here neither, so he's gotta guess again.
He's kind of... Oh, just a big old thing. Which is funny because like, oh, I do like this adding injury thing. Let's do this and then get some more. Oh, it automatically heals you at the top. But like, I think most people, the most common genre. Let's track this a little bit. I think the no, I don't want to turn on sticky keys. Rude. Is like these like run and gun kind of games. I mean, that's my reluctance with it because it's just like not what I enjoy, the reflexes or whatever. All right, I guess I'll heal up a bit first because like, geez, god, friggin'. I mean, it's just a style, I guess. You know, I do like chatting with y'all more. I think in like games like Shenzhen or other puzzle games. Oh, you're all just waiting for me. It's cool. This is a showboating, god.
Squirts don't make the best of friends, but they can be useful in a pinch. And now there's a new marshal in town.
That was sort of dumb using the power because I forgot.
The whole place grown, but it's too tough to fall.
Forgot that I didn't have
Kid's
the.
ready to go, and his ticket out's right where he started.
Oh. Forgot I didn't have the whirlwind. Alright, that was embarrassing. I mean, I think it's interesting because most of the games
He
are.
comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it. Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next. Ain't always much to say.
Thanks. Literally nothing to discuss. Oh man. Alright, definitely the forge.
A lot of things need fixing up in this world, and we can start right here.
And, let's see. Not this bowl. Popular children's birthday parties. You show, burst. Okay, jeez. So, keeping the war machete and then replacing this breaker's bow.
A bow and a machete, every bit as effective as the fancier stuff.
I don't know what the fancier stuff is, but that's cool that they have dialogue for every combination.
Picked up traces of other cores while the kid was out.
Oh, so you literally can go everywhere except the wharf. I guess that makes sense because, whatchamacallit, like gets destroyed. It's interesting they don't hear the info again. Although I guess a lot of the stuff that the stranger's been saying has been one time only. Okay. Must be locked up amid all the cargo. I guess Baker's barracks have a core, so or it just says proving ground.
The Breaker barracks. Many straight shooters learn their way here.
Oh, it's this one.
The Breakers used to come here for target practice. Used to play a little game. See who could bust the most targets in the fewest shots. He's focused. He's armed. And he's off.
Alright, let's see if I can do this. Oh, this is full. Okay. That was not good at all. What am I? Oh, I'm missing. Okay, that's right. I'm missing the.
A perfect shot just happens in a flash.
Pretty much. Can I restart this? I remember there was a way to restart it. Oh well. I mean, so one thing at the comic history that was really interesting was that just talking about like why, how like okay, sorry. I remember I could like shoot through a bunch of these before. Oh well. This is not good.
Kid ain't done bad at all.
Okay, so I went to a book talk, which was the comic book history of video games, and one thing that was really interesting was how wrapped up the history of video games is with military, like radar, the development of radar, and then how you have this fancy technology for calculating trajectories and stuff like that. But like the one thing interesting was that all of these games were real time, even though they were really sort of like technologically limited. So my friend asked a question about like why is this the case? Why is it not turn-based? And it was all about technical demos and things like that. And I think that tradition has kind of kept up because all of these games are sort of like the more popular ones are first-person shooters and stuff like that.
With some of the materials we need.
All of those sort of games have just sort of like been the mainstay. I would say puzzle games and like more contemplative games are definitely at the wayside, to the point where people when they're like, you know, Dear Esther or Gone Home and stuff like that, those aren't games, those are movies, and it's just because it doesn't have this action focus in it. So maybe this is just me making an excuse for being bad at video games, but like definitely more RPGs and puzzles and stuff like that. But in a day like this, when I don't want to think about mass production, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna get to the other one unless I have to. Oh, I can just switch it. Okay. Well. Man. Let's see. The melting pot or the sundown path? Let's hear the blurbs.
The melting pot. Place hoarded all sorts of fineries from beyond the boundless sea.
Okay. Merchant's Guild kind of thing.
The sundown path. Lovely place for a stroll. Before the calamity, that is.
Alright, let's see the scenery while I'm talking about like art direction and how beautiful everything is.
Couples used to walk the sundown path. Kid ain't here for pleasure though.
Tumbleweed. It's almost a little cliche. So this is like Mediterranean desert sort of vibe. It's really nice.
But then somebody gets to the core before the kid.
Oh, whoa.
The floor starts giving way under the lightest step. single panic squirt could bring the whole place down. Fragments of the old world fading from the sky.
Oh right, I switched the bow out.
Stray valuables are lying everywhere.
Oh, but
Thinks twice about risking his hide for him, though.
no, he doesn't.
Well, the path ain't exactly open to visitors no more. Security's all fired up. See, the path was intended for leisurely strolling and such.
I don't think I did this path before, because I didn't hear about the enemy.
Sky bridges link the path together.
So I'm pretty curious. The music for like Build a Wall
One of them bridges whips the kid along.
is definitely very combative. Can I?
Air travel always was an iffy proposition. Quick and careful is the only way to go.
Oh jeez, narrow.
Finds a spyglass, like the ones they'd use to search the stars.
Yeah, definitely. It's that almost like sitar kind of thing that they play. It's definitely creating the Middle Eastern like desert sort of feel. Interesting. There's a pretty funny YouTube guy called Seth Everman, and he does like funny video game things where it's like parodying the music, and one of them in his most recent one is like, oh, it's like the fire desert hot place, and it's like definitely, you know, that like Middle Eastern, North African inspired things that like Gerudo Valley and a lot of other things use. So it's funny. He's really funny.
The calamity changed everything, even where the wind blows.
Oh, I definitely feel like with the right weapons now, I'm a little more in my element. I don't think I can do anything with those scumbags.
Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we could do it again.
They have long range.
The question is, who else could have taken the cord?
That is the question. I mean, I think the thing that's interesting is that, like, it's, at least the weapons I'm preferring are, like, very much, like, my playing style, and, like, even NetHack and stuff like that, I just like range, quick characters. Oh, you a big dude.
Well, ain't no survivor stole the thing. Scumbag ate it by mistake.
Oh, that's why he's so big.
Tough break. Unlike the kid, that core ain't coming back. No, they used to ship live munitions down the path.
I always found the desert, I think that's interesting, you think it's Hispanic.
Find time to find them.
Oh, here's the tutorial.
These wires to toss those things plenty far.
Oh, that's satisfying. I might keep hand grenades.
Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time. They get real cranky when you wake 'em up.
I might switch to repeater just for that fastness again. Oh, how do I get there? I just like the precision nature of the breaker's bow though. What was that? Something burned. A certain weapon, so it doesn't tell you if you don't have it. Interesting. Probably a gun, or I guess we already have guns right now. Oh, there we go.
In all this toil, Kid keeps coming back to an overwhelming question.
Cat.
Who else could have survived the calamity?
Rip. Lure foes into attacking each other.
So he didn't find a core that time, but that ain't about to stop us.
Tell me about the spyglass, stranger.
We could always see the stars. We just never could reach them, no matter how high we built.
I think we're doing pretty well considering we're on a floating island though, so. Alright, some upgrading time. Oh, I think that's how I did the Breakers challenge. I think I had like a stronger...
Kid packs a special surprise in every one of those arrows.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how I did it. Let's try that again. And, like, embarrass myself a little less. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I definitely had upgraded this, because I was like, why am I not piercing everything? Alright, I think I need to do like, so it's 1, 2, something like that. Oh, I need to grab it. Oh, rip, bad shot. Alright, so maybe I should do this one first.
Takes practice, and a mighty strong bow helps too.
Thanks for telling me that upgrades are important. There we go. Yep, that should hopefully get me a prize.
He's feeling real proud of that show.
Yep, sweet, okay. Oh, that like WWE exit. Breaker volley and something fancy. Clockwork. Interesting. Oh, I see why you see it's more...
Believe it when he says he passed the Breakers challenge.
Thanks, fam. I see why you say it's more Hispanic because of like the castanets going. That makes sense. And like the flamenco kind of style. I can see that. Yeah. The funny thing is that there's a good mashup of Busta Rhymes' Don't Touch Me with Gerudo Valley, and I cannot hear either one by themselves independently now. Alright, let's go to that, like, melting pot.
In better days, the melting pot was sealed tighter than the skin on a squirt.
Oh, just crushed him.
Of all the plans to survive the calamity, it had to be stab weeds.
Do I not have a magnet set yet? Die. Something nasty. You're nasty. Further repeater. never got these under control. So it seems like everything died. I guess no. Like the aesthetics of like not really knowing what's going on, the story coming in bit by bit, just like the ground below your feet comes in, and even the fact even the fact that they make fun of. Thanks, fam. God, I guess which is funny because the prize in of itself is the extra dialogue. Maybe I'm just really passionate about gardening. Oh, there's the core.
Some of the stuff lying around is downright dangerous.
Like even the sheer fact of them like poking fun of like ground comes up underneath the kid's feet, and kid don't stop to ask why. It's definitely like just a parody of like, well, not a parody, at least like an homage to like the fact that this game is all about like learning step by step how to do things and like, you know, getting more powerful as you like kind of build up your bastion and everything.
Now what could possibly go wrong?
It's probably a boss fight.
Quite a bit, as it turns out. The cage starts lifting from the core ever so slow. All kid can do is wait. Shipments start falling in.
Oh shoot. I need a...
Not every squirt's born bad. Some spring to the kid's defense.
I forgot to change it into from penetration to the other one.
It's gonna take a while.
Oh, I'll do that next time I go back to the Bastion. Just a sense of power that you get of like, you know.
Scumbags don't take kindly to interlude. Even some gas fellas take his corner. Heard it pop that needle fork.
The fact that this is their workforce is not something I cut off on the first time, and something I find like very interesting.
Maybe 30. Hard to tell.
I hate when they're tiny and they're still doing like as much damage as they did before.
Squirts get real territorial around the core. Then a shipment of free samples shows up.
How to heal up.
It ain't all
Spices.
bad, as the kid finds some spices from the motherland, tax-free. One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy.
Oh, that's cute. I didn't know there was still a life bar underneath the popcorn machines. Oh, jeez. And fire.
A few moments left, and the core goes free. 10, 9, 8, 7. We give or take a few seconds.
Thanks. Oh, I love
Finally, the core's within reach.
Oh, jeez.
And done. He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge.
Oh, jeez. It's not that way. Alright. Oh, it is this way, though. with the foreman still on there. Bring core to the monument. Uh-huh.
I still remember the look on his face after that one.
I mean, I'm not sure how the narrator ties into that thematic though, but it's definitely, like, for my opinion, one of the most iconic things about Bastion. and like really made it an interesting game. It's just that narrator. Because like again, I don't really know much about the combat or like how tight it feels. It feels fun to me. I like doing it, even though I'm not very good at it. But like the people who are in the fighting game scenes or whatever, the shooters, or will tell more about like why these things feel good or not. Where did they come from?
Folks voyaged across the boundless sea to found Celandia. It was good living here for a while.
I feel like in game I would know the answer about that ancient spices. It's not very helpful, stranger. Ah, cool.
The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started.
This is the new world? Well, let's get that story going. Only spirits permitted were the kind that increased productivity.
Makes time to sample spirits from my personal supply.
Oh, a whole bunch of stuff. I think I like Berserker styles.
Whiskey has no scent, but tastes like a peppered boot heel. It's not for everyone.
I can't imagine what a whiskey with no smell tastes like.
Can't be too careful these days.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Scotch a lot. just like. I think the answer for this one is a greater clip capacity, but I guess I'll save it. Let's see. Arrows cause damage over time, 50% damage. I do want the faster draw speed. More damage or damage over time. I think I want more damage. Oh, it was stab weed. Yeah. And then this one. Yeah, it's pretty clear. That was the correct one. Alright. No use going back here. This core was missing. Let's see. Hanging Gardens. Check out this just because it's
That's Windbag Ranch. Perfect place to work a blade if you got the stomach for it.
I guess I do. It's one of my more favorite weapons. Oh, I forgot this throwing.
Windbag Ranch was built for gathering squirt extract in copious supply. Ain't nothing more healthful.
Oh, I should switch out to hand grenades. That was the other thing I need to do.
Place gets awful slick sometimes. Some folks showed up to make a fast buck with nothing but a knife.
Oh, I don't even have a shield.
Slippery little devils.
How am I supposed to kill all these dudes? Yeah, it's gonna take forever.
Other folks came to train their throwing arms.
Thanks. No, I just want to kill these dudes. Because they keep running away from me. It's gotta be a better technique for this. Yeah. This is probably why I didn't do this level. Whatever. I guess I'll just finish it and get something, maybe. Or maybe I'll just be so bad. I didn't notice the bar in the corner. That's it.
Still others use the place to test their finest blades.
Oh, it's a reload thing. Okay. Yeah, no, screw this. It's... man. Kind of sucks you can't upgrade it to the fullest, I guess, or unless they're like hiding more than like just 3 materials. Let's see what the thing repeater one looks like.
That's Trapper's Shingle. Only place in the city to go to get certified with a repeater.
Let's try it.
No place better than Trapper's Shingle for learning to tread light and shoot straight. Trappers had to tread real careful here, else take a nasty fall. They train themselves by clearing out the targets, while not clearing out the floor.
Oh.
Any good trapper knows never to take a step till the time is right. Most trappers couldn't get through without a few scrapes.
I definitely need the upgrades for this. Oh, this is jeez.
A decent trapper wouldn't walk away empty-handed.
48 targets. Alright. We can try that one. And spend some money.
To think a rickety place like the Shingle survived, and so little else did.
I mean, it's funny because like the shingles, like the whole point is that it's sort of falling down as well. Man, just like the story coming in bit by bit.
Turns out those old bones still have some spark in them.
Oh, is this one a trade-off?
That ought to make those fangs sink in nice and deep.
Oh, man. Like, it's easy to see why this one is sort of what made them get on the map, right? 'Cause it's just like very well polished. But then again, like for indie games in general, it's very much a crapshoot about whether you become famous or not.
He decides to keep working his aim and footwork on the shingle. Best time to pick a new spot was when swapping magazines.
Oh. God, freaking. Oh. I see. Well, I already did better than last time, so. I remember there was a restart option. Oh. Yeah. There we go. Just feels like super smooth. Rip. Alright, that's enough. Oh, man. I didn't know it changes weather. That's really cute. Alright, let's hear about the Hanging Gardens.
The Hanging Gardens. Folks used to go here to relax from their relaxing. The dead welcome him with open arms.
Oh. Oh, I don't like this level. Just because it's... all of the, like, stories.
Calamity took everybody after all.
Yeah.
Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around.
And I can, like, destroy them. It's... I don't know. Like, maybe it's better than, like, having the Calamity, like, just frozen like that, but I don't know. Just the atmosphere is... yeah. I think you can only hear the stories if you destroy them? No, okay.
These folks never saw the Calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close.
Yeah, look at him. I'm playing with some mice, it looks like. Ugh.
It was someone like him.
Yeah. And it's just its getup is very weird, because I think it becomes clear that he's like on some like wheels? I don't know. I don't really understand his character design.
Kid sees him there agape in the flesh. It's a snag or two trying to get to him.
Oh, rude.
He ain't about to stop, no matter what. He's got so many questions after all.
Oh, I forgot to get the hand grenades. God dang it. Rude.
Just ain't got time for answers. The Thunder Brothers didn't make it.
Quite a few of them, like 4 people?
They never saw what it was like beyond the walls. Nordy, the bird boy, didn't make it.
Jeez. He knows everybody too.
The Jawsons, they didn't make it. survived.
Still staring out there.
Kid finds proof enough that man ain't from around here.
Or a heritage.
Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now, would we? The core survives as well. And then, what do you say to a man who's seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue, but he says this. We have to go. Please.
Survivor agreed.
He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zolf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Caelondia.
Just the art, look at that.
He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind.
I'm the kid, he's a stranger.
Both to him and to each other for the first time.
Oh, Rux, okay. So now we learned the stranger's name. Okay. I think the kid's still the kid, though. Can they be trusted?
We fought the Ura decades ago, but that was then. Things are different between us now.
And you're Zolf, right? So like...
For Zolf, Caelondia was like a second home. He's real worried about his first home, too. Far to the east.
That's a huge map, as we saw. I mean, I think it's also interesting that you just don't really... What was the word? You don't get to hear the text a second time. It's very much just like in this moment, like telling a story. And, like, you know, stranger don't want to repeat no stories.
We all lost loved ones in the calamity, he says. I don't know how I'm gonna go on without mine.
I think this game is also in particular a little bit hard for me to do like a stream through because, like, you know, just the dialogue and the text and everything is just so amazing. I don't really want to talk over it, right? Where I think, like, say if you were playing like Super Meat Boy, you know, the audio doesn't really have that much to contribute to it. So I think I guess that's another interesting thing. I mean, I think, like, yeah, a lot of the Let's Plays I have watched are like for Legend of Zelda and things like that, where it is sort of intentionally silent so that you can add your own commentary into it. But, you know, I do want to play through these games, and Pyre is pretty much all text, so by the time when I get there, I'll definitely have more to talk about, so. Bronze Spyglass.
Zolf offers to help me plot the skyways for the kid. At least the calamity hasn't touched the stars, he says.
Rip.
He was born in the Tazzle terminals. The Ura sent him on a mission of peace to our city, and he's lived here ever since.
Oh, it might just be a dress, I guess. But yeah. When I first saw the look of despair on his face in the first playthrough, it was definitely just like, man, I thought he was like actually an enemy or something, just because it looked so foreign. Yeah. Oh, he set up his tent. It's cute.
Kid ain't finished here yet.
Oh, right.
The cores. They remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright.
Thanks, stranger.
Well, look what we have here.
Okay, so memorial is for the statues, so I'm gonna go.
The lost and found. Here, kid takes fragments of the old world and makes them whole again.
I missed all of these? Jeez. I didn't think. Huh. Interesting. +2. Like stab. Spitting up their needles. Oh, I should check the other things. I'll pay for story. Yeah, hell yeah.
All it takes is some fragments, and the Bastion makes it good as new.
Okay, now I can no longer afford to stab them. I don't really have space for it anyways. I guess it'll cost money to do upgrades too. Tell me stories.
The windbags used to be alright, then the calamity took the floor out from under them.
Oh. I can make him dance. I wonder where I missed all this stuff.
But Zolf's lost in thought.
Rip Zolf. Alright, 1 blade per throw. No.
War machetes are so quick, you gotta keep a good grip on them.
Alright.
We tracked down a couple more cores near the edge of the city.
So like this east, I'm assuming it's all the way out here. Interesting. Cool. It's really. This game's actually a lot shorter than I expected. I guess because I played it pretty off and on, so I actually having the time to just sit and play it. It's pretty good. Right. And too bad it was in the toughest fort in the city.
That's Cinder Brick Fort, where the marshals used to watch over the city.
Oh yeah. Pith Orchard. Commotion and order.
There's Pith Orchard, built in honor of the bull, and folks like Zolf who pray to him.
Alright, let's check it out. Let's check out what Zolf's religion's like.
No use praying to the gods these days. No time for it either. Kid says a little prayer anyway. Couldn't hurt, right? Pith Orchard. Place is a dead end in more ways than one. Folks used to make pilgrimage here to pay their respects to Pith, the bull.
Oh. It's literally a dead end. And why are the gates still around? The other places, at least. Oh.
Well, the gods are long gone now, and the orchard core is long gone too.
Look at this deep furrow. Trying to go in the way that's opposite plot.
The gods don't care about trinkets, but the kid ain't no god.
Rip boy. Turned them into commodities. Ah.
Pith stood for something once. Something real.
I mean, I guess like part of the reason maybe like streamers like they do a lot of research and why you say it is for like the personality is that it's really like if you have a certain knowledge about the game because like right.
The bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration.
Oh, I guess that's why the gates are there. But right, like I don't really have much to say for this game, just because like I'm kind of experiencing it for the first time too, and so like if you have someone to like introduce you and like kind of walk you through it, at least like that's why I like what's it Chugga Conroy a lot, because that's what he does. He does his research and like really tries to tell you more about the game. I think I've grown up a little bit from him because I'm watching his Skyward Sword playthrough right now when I'm working at the libraries. And it's definitely feeling like more, I don't know, his humor is not as cool to me anymore. At least it's not as coarse as like Game Grumps and stuff like that. I can't stand them. And I don't know why they're so popular. I enjoyed the Undertale playthrough, but that wasn't like the main Game Grumps people, so it's a little much going out to nowhere.
Piff makes a decent scarecrow at least.
So, can you imagine using like Jesus as your fucking scarecrow? Oh.
Then Piff lights up like a rodeo. Ain't easy punching through his hide. Kid breaks him to bits. Must have been guarding that shrine. So what'll it be? Invoke the gods, or tell them off?
Oh, I see. Okay, so it wasn't the memorial, maybe? I don't know.
Piff.
Oh, that's interesting. You see the bull. You see like this half face. Little mane. Chains. The thorn cuts. Like a two-face. Yeah. Sure, why not? Patient yet mental.
Kid decides to press his luck. Well, if the gods are alive, they must be plenty sore.
Oh, geez, I like.
Seen windbags that quick. Maybe old Bill was scared.
Man, I just love how the art changed. I'd never noticed that the bigger bosses have a health bar. I'm not prepared for this.
Passes Piff's trial, and he's richer for it.
Need to heal. Oh, and the stabweed grew too.
Kid ain't found a core, but at least he found Zolf's precious shrine. Now we can build a shrine of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind.
Oh, you set up a little shop here too. Would you like to hang on to this? This literal like stuffed Jesus.
Zolf doesn't touch the thing. Says the god of commotion is no children's toy.
Yeah, reasonable.
Zolf's the talkative sort. At least he used to be.
Nope. Oh, rip, I don't have a memorial yet.
Turn him round and round all you like. It's still gonna be ugly.
It's pretty good. Yeah, because I didn't turn the shrine off. Yeah, interesting. Gods didn't bother to stop the calamity, did they?
The Ura feared the gods, We turned them into toys, put their faces on our walls.
Oh man. Oh yeah, I should change out the special attack. It's not here, it's the fort, armory. Okay. Sheer force through controversy. Be interesting. I don't think there's anything like in our military that's like done that. Sure to user safety. Arrow to bounce from target to target, or just a volley. Let's do that one. Oh, whoa. Shield challenge.
That's the Bullhead Court. Folks defended themselves there with shields, not words.
Let's see this. I guess it also makes sense for like commotion and order and then pull and per hit.
The accused always got a fair shake in Simulacra. Some used to take the Bullhead trial.
What is these prizes?
Survive the trial without taking a scratch, you'd walk away a free man.
Timing games. Oh, right.
The Bullhead trial taught folks 3 things. First, a good defense is a good offense. Second, you gotta always watch your back. Third, ain't no godlike bull up there gonna save you.
Guess I need them to attack each other.
The trial pushed many a man to his limits.
Oh, do I just die? Like, is that... I don't know what the second chance means. Is it like once per stage? Oh, okay. There we go, okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, I can't heal. There we go. Oh, I'm getting sticky teas. No! I also really like how these are serving as like a tutorial in a lot of ways. Like, I definitely didn't realize the depth of shield combat. Stop this. Ease of access. I'm gonna disable the sticky keys. turn on sticky keys. Okay. Who actually ever uses sticky keys? Like, honestly.
Always scan this section.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh.
A lot of folks never made it out of there in one piece.
Oh, jeez, I have to just finish the whole thing? Okay, well, maybe later. Ugh. I felt like I was doing pretty well. Probably should also turn off the shrine. And get like the one chance back up. Toughest fort in the city. Oh, when I have my goddamn shrine up. Well, that's probably intentional.
There's only one way to Cinderbrick Fort. The hard way.
Oh, I mean, even the environment is like
Sure, the city marshals
super red. It might be just from the cinder blocks though.
force crawling with windbags.
Like, I like the gear symbol.
The calamity was mercy. The windbags ain't so lucky.
What does that mean? Jeez.
They've been left to freeze or starve or face the kid.
I'm just really confused about the nature of like these windbags with everybody else.
Wham! Kid's ready for the windbags this time.
Got a nice counter on that. Oh man. The damage output with the shrine up is kind of crazy.
Well, windbags young and old keep fighting for the fort.
Oh yeah, getting that good counter practice in now. Oh, they turned into friggin' oh, rip that health potion.
At least the marshals let the kid a parting gift.
Ooh, gun.
Something the windbags just can't handle. Something that'll punch clean through their greasy hides.
Oh, friggin' shotgun. The bull symbol on that switch. I wonder if I'll have to go through a shrine for everybody. That'll be cool.
Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal.
And popcorn, apparently.
The calamity drove the windbags topside.
Oh.
A lot of them wound up here in this very fort.
No. I like this combo. I like this shotgun machete combo. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, because like it's a combination between like a really fast thing and just like a quick AoE sort of thing.
The business underground like in the old days.
Ooh, level up. I mean, it's sort of nice that I still get the sort of projectile distance from the whatchamacallit, whatever this thing is, machete.
Can't use martial supplies, but a kid sure can.
Breaker bow and oh, you're a it's a Euro war machete. That's interesting. Searing clouds of jack in the middle. Oh, there's a knockback effect. Oh, of the. Okay. Alright, okay, so I'll just use my hand grenade then.
As for the windbags, Cinder Brick gave them enough heat and metal to munch on for a while. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. Can't blame them for wanting it, though.
Just running away. Best strategy.
Kids blasting everything in sight with that new thing.
You betcha. I mean, I think it's interesting, this concept of like games for a single person versus games for multiple people. Oh, thanks. Oh, wrong direction. Right, because this is definitely a game where like
Dirt is plain gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works.
oh my god.
Good thing the windbags don't know kids fresh out of Hell's
Not now.
They trapped the kid in the middle of the fort's parade grounds. Then they bring out Ludus and Clanton and all their scumbag uncles. They got something to gain, and only their sorry hides to lose.
Oh my god, there's so many people. I'm doing pretty well. Or at least survivable.
Kid takes down Glutus. Or maybe it was Glandon.
Oh, he's literally taking out bits of the floor. Well, he's almost done.
The windbags finally get the message.
I think the isometric design of this is really interesting. But yeah, like I was saying, I think the concept of like games for like a single person versus games for multiple people is really interesting, because like this is definitely a game for a single person. You know, you have someone talking to you and stuff, but it's sort of really inhibiting any chance of talking with y'all.
Kid used to dream of getting a marshal's badge, but not like this.
Respect and admired the marshals.
The Skyway's a welcome sight after all that. And now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort. Kid shows up just as Zulf's telling me about his own journey to the city.
Oh man, the hookah. I remember. I got very close to beating that one. I'll try it, I guess. And that'll be sort of the closing thing. Let's talk Zulf. Stuff was very strong.
Zulf brought his antique smoking pipe all the way from the terminals.
Marshals give a hard time. That racism.
The marshals seem like good men, he says. They treated him with dignity.
That's good.
Even since the Ura surrendered to us, the marshals kept a wary eye on him.
Oh man. Woo. Genocide.
Zulf's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this.
New idols available.
Behold, the Pantheon.
The chastened maid.
A Kobe.
Oh, it doesn't say it. Interesting. Oath and of abandon. Commotion and order. So it's all about like contradictions in their pantheon.
Seems the only thing the Calamity saved for Zulf was his smoking pipe.
Okay, I think I'll play the smoking pipe and try to beat it. And I guess that'll be the closing part of the stream. Oh, let's make him spin. I'm a little sad that I didn't get to talk as much about things as last time, but I did sorely need this break. Yeah. But at least trying something new. I don't remember Transistor and Pyre having this much dialogue, so maybe it'll be helpful, but we'll see. It looks like I'll just definitely play this as more of like a break game, because it is sort of very distracting.
Anything survives a musket shot ought to be quick work for that blade. Poor kid collapses after just one drag.
Don't do drugs, kids.
The past. Only good thing ever come out of the past is history.
Oh. I should upgrade the musket before I go into this. Sorry. That's thematics. Let's see, is it... yeah, Forge. 35% spread, 15% range. I think I want range.
You want to tune a scrap musket, you start with the barrel.
Let's try to... Final warning. Blasted straight up in the sky. I think I want the Braver Slash. I'll just get something coarse.
Finders keepers.
Oh, interesting. You get you can buy idols too. Man, I really miss a lot because I definitely got stab since my first run through. Didn't have to buy it over here. Physical harm. Interesting. Pain and pleasure. All contradictions.
Kid takes another drag, goes out like a light.
Who knows where? Is it the? I thought this was the Bastion.
There's something you should know about the kid, but let me take it from the top.
Okay. Oh, it's all like metaphors of like the gods, like the pain and pleasure one and the chains and stuff. Interesting. Well, there's a lot of narrative in here, so just let that do the talking. Oh, it's a good start.
The past catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started. Fair to say he's led a hard life. Supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie. He never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his.
Love this desaturated look.
Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there.
It's tiny.
School ain't working out, so the kid signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money. Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Ceylania safe from whatever's out there. The elements, the Ura, you name it.
Oh wow, I do really need to upgrade where you have like more health. Rip. I guess that's the only. Oh, they're on the sides. Come on.
Once the kid done his time, he hurried on home. Turns out his mama's time was done too.
Rip. Oh, rip. Wrong direction. that was cool. That was a cool counter.
The city had nothing for him. The money he'd been sending home was nowhere to be found either.
Rip.
So what'd the kid do? Why, he went right on back to the walls for another 5 years. In the history of Caelondia, nobody's ever volunteered for a second shift on the walls.
Rip kid. Oh, that was convenient.
Out there, kid learned to fend for himself. Learn to build. Learn to break. In time, the kid earned good standing with the marshals. They trusted him to scout out farther than anybody.
I really love how they like. This is like how they combine the. Oh friggin'. Oh frig. How they combine sort of this like, you know, classic like 100 Trials design with like all of this story.
What was that saying? Anyway.
Oh shoot. The cheese.
One night, on one of his expeditions, the ground beneath him shuddered, cracked, and split apart.
Oh, come on.
He saw nothing where the world used to be. The calamity happened just like that.
Oh, so the Calamity is the groundbreaker?
All the kid had to work with was his hammer and the clothes on his back.
So I wonder if those ghosts are actually ghosts or not, or if they're just like sort of shades of like memories of people being there. I don't tend to think so though.
Through twisted streets, he ran with nothing but the city crest. And an
Oh, so he
old
saved the
stranger's
city
voice
crest.
to guide him.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's huge. That's the wrong direction. Oh, come on. Oh, that was a waste. Cheese! The cheese! Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, no, no. Come on, I don't need this.
Past don't matter for nothing now.
Oh, I scared the pigs. No, anyways. God. Oh, that's Bastion. How to do that trial again. Pretty sure if I just change it out into getting more health and stuff, I'll be able to do better. But anyways, thanks for watching. And yeah, we should be doing regularly scheduled Shenzhen IO next week. Because, god dang it, I'm gonna finish that mass production, and I'm not gonna deal with that anymore. But Sunday for sure, 12 to 2, we'll have a stream with my friend Mahidabel. And it looks like we'll play Antechamber. I'm really excited, because it'll just be like that 2 dudes on a couch format. So it won't just be me being like, I need to kill everything in this room, and as well as stream, which is stressful. But yeah, thanks for joining me, and yeah, this was Rippin' Pepperinos. See you guys.